Devil Sniper, and this is episode number 15 of our career mode with Nottingham Forest. As you can see, we're sitting quite happily in 5th position in the playoffs for for the championship. The only plus point I can really take, we've only conceded 14 goals, which I think is absolutely mental and on legendary. It blows my mind. Anyway, Blackburn Rovers come in and say, we want Lafondra. I say, sod off. Get out of here. You're not having Lafondra on your bike. Pedal away as fast as you can. Now, as you know, Craig Gardner will not be coming to the team because we can't afford his wages, which to me personally is like a kick in the nuts, because I would really like to go to the board and say, come on, give me some bloody cash. I want him in because he's a good player and he'll do us a world of good. So I turn my attention to a few players. Now, I'm seriously looking at Adam Forshaw. I think he's a fantastic player. He plays at Brentford. He's a good player. Really is a good player. I'd like to bring in Troy Deeney. I think he's going to be a little bit out of our sort of market range, which is a great shame because he's a powerful striker. He may not be the quickest, but he can finish and he's bloody strong, which I'd really like to add him to our team. So we are going to make, or I should say add him to our squad, not to our team, add him to our squad. So we are going to make a cheeky punt. If you don't put a cheeky punt in, you just never know. You just do not know. You know, the Watford board might have one of those moments of pure clarity and say, do you know what, 1.5 million plus Blackstock is an amazing deal. You just don't know. I'm also considering a punt on Junior Stanislas. Junior Stanislas. That's who I'm thinking about. My mind went blank. I was thinking there's a junior. No, it's Stanislas. So I'm going to be putting a punt in for him. He's 24 years old. He was 23 in the summer. He's now 24, so I can put the punt in on the contract remaining for 6 months. So I am going to do it. An important first team player. And I want him in the team. I want him in the team for next season. So if we do sign him, it obviously won't take place until July the 1st, which will be fantastic because hopefully he'll be going to a Premier League club, which will be fantastic for him. I do have a look at the boy Ricardo Vazte. Of course, you know, he plays for West Ham. He's a good player. He got them up from the Championship into the Premier League. So, you know, his statistics are solid. But at the end of the day, wages, and if I'm honest, I'm happy with the team that I've got. The squad that we have, I'm really, really happy with. So, you know, I think come the summer, depending on what division we are, then I think I will have a massive clear out. Now, I am going to go to the board and ask them for some more money. I'm going to change our league options from, instead of, you know, mid-table, fight for promotion, because I feel we can make promotion. At the end of the day, that's what I've got to do in this first season. Obviously, I think fighting for promotion, giving me an extra £1 million is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hopefully the board will do that and we might be able to make a transfer. But as I say, I'm not 100% bothered because I have faith in the team. I have faith in the squad. We have a really good squad. We have a very versatile squad, which I'm really happy with. But the good news is we've signed Junior Stanislas on a 3-year deal. He will sign on the 1st of July, which is, for me, absolutely brilliant. I'm really chuffed with that. Of course, Watford come back and basically say, do you know what? You're a cheeky chappy coming in with 1.5 million on Blackstock, but we're not going to tell you how much you want, which really puts me on the back foot because I suppose deep down, I know they want probably 2.5–3 million quid for him, but I haven't got 2.5–3 million quid unless the board give me that extra million, then I might be able to put a different punt in. But who knows? It's difficult to construct these deals, and I find January is a pain in the arse month to do deals. You know, you're not 100% sure who you really want to bring in, and you feel that you should show faith to your team. But there's a great chance to get rid of some dead wood. But I don't really feel we have that much dead wood. Perhaps this summer I'll have a different opinion. It depends how the season sort of pans out, to be honest. So, we don't buy anybody. We get the final details on Orbiton, which I'm not really bothered about. The Finland job, I'm not interested in any way, shape or form. And the board come back after the transfer window has shut, saying they'll give me a few quid. But £500,000 is not going to do jack, and obviously I'm not going to accept it because that means changing our parameters. And if I don't make the playoffs, I feel like I would have failed. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to offer Jamal a new contract, even though he did offer, or I say he did offer one. He did want one and then turned around and said, I'm not signing. I've decided to give him a new contract offer just in case because he's going to be integral in my opinion for next season moving forward. As we do a squad report, you can see the boy is growing really well. His statistics look really good, and I think he's a fantastic player. He does feel he's underpaid. Perhaps that's why he wants to get a move away, but hopefully I've given him enough money to stay at the club, and I think I have, to be honest. I think I've given him a decent contract. The boys overall are growing really well. My biggest grievance, which I found in my Frankfurt career, is my goalkeeper. I'm frustrated that my keeper plays well week in, week out, and is not growing. I think it's ridiculous. I know goalkeepers probably don't hit their peak until they're in their 30s, but I don't see that being an issue because you can be a world-class keeper in your 20s at the end of the day, even in your early 20s. So I think it's a little bit of a cop-out, if you ask me. Anyway, moving forward after my little bit of a rant, we have Sheffield Wednesday, a tough away game at Hillsborough. My days, Wednesday are a decent side. And actually, they've got a player that I'm actually interested in, Michael Antonio, who plays for Sheffield Wednesday. I'm actually interested in him. I do believe he's actually signed for Nottingham Forest. So, seeing how he does in this game might lead me to put a punt in for him come the summer. We'll have to wait and see. But the table's not looking too bad. We do need a win, though, to be honest, because Blackburn are really hot on our heels. They're breathing quite heavily down our neck, and we need to get some points under our belts. That's one thing we've probably been a little bit too inconsistent all season long, in my personal opinion. Some sloppy defending. A lot of things have gone against us, I feel, with penalties, etc., conceding late goals, and just not shutting out games where really we should shut games out. We just haven't been. But as you can see, Sheffield Wednesday start the brighter, and how we conceded that goal, I do not know. This is the first time that I'm going to be probably extremely critical of Darlow and literally just say it as it is. What the fuck? Literally, what the fuck? There's no deflection. No deflection. I'm playing on Legendary. I'm not a decent FIFA player. I can hold my own. Legendary is difficult enough without my goalkeeper performing so poorly. I can't think of any polite words to say, to be honest, so I'm going to just refrain from saying them. And of course, what compounds it? In the 19th minute, Sheffield Wednesday double their lead. Poor defending yet again. Absolutely poor defending. And again, I could even argue that I feel Darlow goes down late and in a sloppy fashion. This is a bread and butter save for him. He holds his hands in close to his body. He should be having them outstretched and making the save. He doesn't. It's just frustrating. I took off Jacob Mellis. Now, I didn't take him off because he was playing crap. I took him off because he had an injury, and obviously I brought on Gardner, which is, he's a good player. He's a great replacement. I mean, he probably should have been playing, but, I like Jacob Millis. He's a talented young man. I think he'll go on to have a bright future, hopefully at our club. So, I've got to say, the 2 goals we conceded in this game so far have just been, well, shambolic. Absolutely shambolic. I feel that we've been screwed over royally. As I say, the first goal, I don't know what happens. I can't even explain. The second goal, why Darlow goes down and holds his hand close to his body instead of stretching him out, I honestly don't know, which is infuriating. So to be losing 2-0 at a crucial point of the season, just after the January transfer window, just after I've given my speech of I have faith in the squad and our depth, and I feel we don't need to worry about buying, I feel like a complete and utter mug because we're now trailing 3-0. It's ridiculous. The third goal I've got no arguments with. I've got no qualms with. It was a fantastic move by Sheffield Wednesday down the right-hand side. Nice crossing. I do feel we could have been a bit tighter on the actual... I think it was Leon Best who got the goal. I think we could have been a bit tighter with Wilson. He wasn't tight enough. And we got punished. At the end of the day, if you don't defend well, you will get absolutely torn a new one. But we did try to create something late on or midway through the second half. First half, Jesus Christ, second half. But unfortunately, it was straight onto the post and came to nothing. So I made some changes just to keep a few players, fresh, because I was worried after Jacob Mellis picked up an injury. I didn't want to pick up any more injuries. Coxey with a great opportunity, but straight at the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper, and it was an easy save in the end, unfortunately. We just didn't look good on the day, and to be honest with you, we played poor, and we deserved to lose. 3-0, I'm going to have to say, take it on the chin, move on, get better, improve, play better, because if we continue to play like this, we won't make the playoffs, and that would absolutely destroy me. You can see from the statistics, we weren't that good. Our passing was all right. We had 3 shots on target. They had 10 shots with 5 on target. They had the greater lion's share of the possession. They had better passing statistics. And at the end of the day, ultimately, they deserve to win. And then I get this email from the board. If you can't see it, you can now. Yes, I am now shitting a brick. I apologise for the language, but I am shitting a brick.
I used to dream about cars and things, about being a star and things. I thought that I